Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, the application bail for the 5 accused in the AKA and Tibz murder case continues. Today, on the 8th of April 2024, before the court could listen to the submission by accused number 4 and accused number 2 as it was expected, accused number 1 and 5 made a request to reopen their case because already the submissions were done and closed. So they requested to reopen them so as for them to make some corrections and some additions. In making those corrections and additions, their legal representative indicated that accused number 1 by the name of Mkwanazi claimed that the investigating officer did not verify his identity when he, the officer, told the court that he saw him, being Mkwanazi, on a social media platform brandishing and showing off a rifle. He accused, Mkwanazi accuses the officer, the investigating officer, of perjury over this matter and requesting the court to delete that paragraph where the officer says Mkwanazi was seen on a social platform media showing off the rifle. Now he says he did that without verifying exactly who that person was. Then accused number 5 by the name Lindogu Ndimande also amended his affidavit that was submitted and closed. He amended it, telling the court that the 33,000 rand that was paid to him, remember, it was indicated that he was first paid 100,000 into his account, 33,000 into the wife's account. Now he says that 33,000, because the 100,000 was for the job that he did for accused number 4. And then now the 33,000, he's claiming that that one was for the cows that they were bought with accused number 4 with the intention of raising those cows and selling them at a later stage. So this cattle, the way he's telling the court, they will be raised or they are being raised at his homestead. So hence he was paid the 33,000 rands. Family, let's listen to this clip.
Received the statements, replying statements in respect of applicant number 1, number 3, and number 5, and their cases were closed. Am I correct, Mr. K?
Yes, that is correct.
Correct.
Correct, but there is a development on Thursday. There is a notice to amend by applicant number 1 and 5 by deleting certain paragraphs in his reply, and then the application to amend and add a paragraph in respect of applicant number 5. Your Worship, the notice I'm giving to understand is attached to the charge sheet. It was filed with the criminal court clerks on the 4th of April and served on all the parties on the same day.
Not attached to the charge sheet. And I see your colleagues are throwing their hands, indicating that if I understand the body language, that they were not served. Mr. Volmarans?
Your Worship, I was talking to my friend.
Oh, okay. Then I misunderstood.
No, we were served as a state.
You were served?
Yes, we were served as a state.
Any objection?
No, Your Worship, except that as per the proper procedure, they have to reapply for opening of their case. We have no objection in respect of that.
Mr.
Your Worship, in the light of the fact that the court is unable to find a copy attached to the charge sheet, can I hand up our copy? It would appear that the criminal court clerk who received and issued out is P. Subramani. With the leave of the court, if I may hand up the copy of the notice to amend.
'24, although there is no date stamp. Yes.
Your Worship, my learned colleague for the state has placed it on record that there is no objection. It is my humble submission that it's against that background that on last week Thursday, the instructing attorneys had to follow the procedure to file a notice informing all the interested parties in the matter that the intention is to amend and supplement. With the leave of the court, can I make an application that replying affidavit for accused number 5 was accepted as exhibit H, and for accused number 1 exhibit H, accused number 5 exhibit K.
Not first start by applying to reopen your case or the case for your respective clients because they'd already been closed.
As court please, Your Worship, I am making an application before this honorable court to reopen so as to amend. The reason, Your Worship, is that as the replying affidavits were drafted in a hurry, it would appear that there was a mistake between the instructing attorneys and the accused, the applicants, which was brought to the attention of the instructing attorneys, which had to be corrected by timelessly filing the necessary papers and inform all the parties so that if there is objection, that objection can be a substantive application could be made. That is all, Your Worship.
This is an application to reopen the applicant's case, applicants being applicant number 1 and applicant number 5.
That is the position, Your Worship.
Mr. Dwega?
From the respondent side, there's no objection, Your Worship.
No objection. Mr. Wolmorans? Thank you. You may proceed, Mr.
Please, Your Worship. If the affidavit for the first applicant can be, the supplemental can be accepted as K1, and then, apologies, H1 and K1, respectively.
In respect of applicant number 1, it would be H1, and in respect of applicant number 5, it would be K1.
As the court pleases. If I may hand up the original so that the court can follow.
Thank you. You may proceed.
As court pleases. In the magistrate court for the district of Etegwini, held at Durban, case number 23/2156 of 2024, in the matter between Lindoguhle Thabani Mkhwanazi, first applicant, Lindani Zenzele Shisela Ndimande, second applicant, Sianda Edi Mieza, third applicant, Mziwa Temba Harvey Kwabeni, fourth applicant, Lindoguhle Lindo Demande, fifth applicant, and the state, the respondent. First applicant's supplementary replying affidavit in support of application for bail. I, Lindoguhle Thabani Mkhwanazi, the undersigned, hereby state under oath and submit the following. Paragraph 1. The facts which I depose are within my personal knowledge unless otherwise stated or the context so indicates. The propositions of law herein are advanced on the advice of those representing me. 2. I refer to my replying affidavit dated the 2nd of April 2024 and my notice to amend dated the 4th of April 2024. Upon consultation with my legal team, I hereby wish to supplement and clarify certain admissions of my initial replying affidavit. 3. Paragraph 7.4 of my initial replying affidavit reads as follows. The investigating officer alleges that he and his team came across some social media platforms showing me brandishing a rifle and showing off with it. He further states it as a fact in this paragraph that he and his team do not have any document indicating that I have a valid license for this firearm. I pause to assert that this version is a lie. The investigating officer got this version from his informer, took it as a possible truth from the informer, never verified it through investigation, and took a risk of stating it has effect under oath by exposing himself to the criminal offences of perjury and defeating the cause or ends of justice. 3.1. I hereby wish to amend this by deleting and supplementing this paragraph to read as follows. A. The investigating officer alleges that he and his team came across some social media platforms showing me brandishing a rifle and showing off with it. He further states it has effect to this paragraph that he and his team do not have any document indicating that I have a valid license for this firearm. I pause to assert that the investigating officer did not verify the identity of the individual in the image is in fact myself, or in what capacity the firearm was being used. For interest's sake, I also wish to say that I have the following competencies as set out below. Paragraph 4, I hereby wish to delete paragraph 7.6 and 7.7 of my initial replying affidavit dated and signed at Durban on this 8th day of April.
Do you confirm the content of this statement, Mr. Mkwanazi, applicant number 1?
Statement is I confirm same to be correct, Your Worship.
Statement already accepted into the record. It's handed in. It's marked 81.
As court pleases. I'm indebted to the court in respect of K1 Your Worship, in the magistrate court for the district of Etegwini, held at Durban, case number 23/2156 of 2024. In the matter between Lindogo Tabani Mkwanazi, first applicant, Lindani Zenzele Shisela and Demand, second applicant, Sianda Edimieza, third applicant, Mziwatemba Have Kwabeni, fourth applicant, Lindogo Lindom Demand, fifth applicant, and the state, the respondent, fifth applicant, supplementary replying affidavit in support of application for bail. I, Lindogo Lindo Demand, the undersigned, hereby state under oath and submit the following. Paragraph 1. The facts which I depose are within my personal knowledge unless otherwise stated or the context so indicate. The proposition of law herein are advanced on the advice of those representing me. Paragraph 2. I refer to my replying affidavit dated the 2nd of April 2024 and my notice to amend dated the 4th of April 2024. 2.1. Upon consultation with my legal team, I hereby wish to supplement and clarify certain submissions of my initial replying affidavit. Paragraph 3. Paragraph 4 of my initial replying affidavit reads as follows. I aver that I have seen the affidavit deposed to by the first applicant and I wish to bring it to the attention of this honorable court that in equal measure, paragraphs 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19.1, 19.2, 19.3, 19.4, 19.5, 19.6, 19.7, and 19.8, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, and 49. 3.1. I hereby wish to amend this by deleting and supplementing this paragraph to read as follows. I aver that I have seen the affidavit deposed to by the first applicant. I wish to bring it to the attention of this honorable court that in equal measure I concur with the submissions raised in his replying affidavit pertaining to the merits and facts. Paragraph 4. Paragraph 15 of my initial replying affidavit reads as follows. I do not dispute that for work I rendered without being paid over a period of time that I was paid eventually 100,000 rand by the fourth applicant. The fourth applicant used to entrust me with the duty to be his driver, especially with his long trips, and sometimes there will be months in which I was not paid. 4.1. I hereby wish to amend this by deleting and supplementing this paragraph to read as follows. I do not dispute that for work I rendered without being paid over a period of time that I was paid eventually 100,000 rand by the fourth applicant. The fourth applicant used to entrust me with the duty to be his driver, especially with his long trips, and sometimes there will be months in which I was not paid. I also received a payment of 33,000 rand for Izitole heifer cows from the fourth applicant who instructed me to keep the cows at my homestead for so that they may give birth to further calves that we would sell. Thus, I received a payment of 133,000 rand in total, dated and signed at Durban on this 8th day of April 2024.
Mr. Demand applicant number 5, do you confirm the content of this statement?
Statement sakho ndimandi besifunda ummeli wakho manje ke uyaqinisekisa ukuthi uyakwazi ukubhala phansi kweqiniso. Confirm same to be correct, Your Worship.
Statement already accepted into the record. It's received and marked Exhibit K1.
Family, there we are, accused number 1 and 5, as they are also attempting to weaken the state's case, trying to, open some holes there and there, so as to cause that confusion, that at the end, at least they must be granted bail. Family, thank you very much. Let's hear from the comment section. What are you saying about this? Thank you very much for watching this to the end. Please like it before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you, family. Thank you. Bye.